there, welcome to our channel. I'm Vic.
I'm Nick.
And we are Envy Board Gaming, and we're back with the first quarterly review of the year 2022. So Nick, give us the stats.
All right. Well, in the future, Andrew and Sam are going to join us. This is probably going to be the last one by ourselves. Maybe once in a while we might do by ourselves. They might do them. All right. So stats. Games played. So the things we're going to cover, the number of games we've played, the number of unique games we've played, the most played games. We're also going to talk about the new to us, our favorite new to us games.
Yeah.
Our favorite game in general. Best experience. Games that have fallen out of favor maybe, dropped a few pegs, and our most improved. So let's get started. Games we played. We have a new high here. 233 games that we played. We played a lot on the cruise. We played some remotely. So we played a lot of games. And we also have a lot that were repeated. It's going to be kind of surprising to see how many games we played that were repeated. Unique games, though, still very good. 107 unique games, different games that we played.
That's because we got all our friends buying games now, so we don't have to be the only ones buying them.
Yeah. All right. Most played. What do you think?
Games the game we played the most
Yeah.
of?
What game do you think we played the most?
I think we played the most of Cascadia. Again, I think that one was the one we played the most of.
Not even close. And then keep in mind, I'm counting solo games. So it's actually going to be Lost Ruins of Arnak. Because we played it quite a bit on the table, remotely, and solo
That's
counts
true.
too.
I should have thought of that, yeah.
16. Whoa. 16 in 3 months of that game. My City was second because that was 12.
Yeah,
we played 12 chapters,
Okay.
or 12 rounds of that. All right. Favorite new to you game, Vic?
So, it's a tie for me. I have to give 2 games. There were so many games. So many new games to us. So, it was really hard to pinpoint one. I didn't want to do one of those things where I just go on and say, oh, and this one, and this one, and
Here's
this
the top
one.
10.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that, but really hard. I had to think about what did I get like the most out of, or like what had the most meat on its bones. And for me, Kanban EV, really enjoyed that. I like cars, automobiles as a theme, so right away I was drawn in with that. Loved all the choices, loved the heavier nature of the game, so I had a lot of fun playing that with you, and I liked the quality of the game. It looked good. And I also have to say Prodigals Club, because we played that for the first time on the cruise, had a lot of fun, and leading up to it, I was so anticipated to play it because I had heard about Last Will, and that game really intrigued me, and then being able to play Prodigals Club was a lot of fun. We had a good time playing that together. So those 2 are my favorite new to me games, but it was hard.
It was very difficult. And to stress that, we have totally different picks, and I picked 2 as well. Not one of them matched.
Uh-oh.
So, first one is the game Destinies, which is surprising for me.
Yeah.
Because it's story-driven, and I'm not a big theme guy. You know, I'm okay with theme, but that one has a lot of theme, juicy theme, just dripping with theme all over. So it's a Lucky Duck game, very story-driven, very, very kind of choose-your-own-adventure type thing, where you have to complete your destiny before your opponent. And Detective
City of Angels.
City of Angels.
Yeah.
Detective City of Angels, had a lot of fun with that at 4 players. We've been playing that with Andrew and Sam, and it just keeps getting better. So it's really impressive game. I loved it. It was hard to pick between those 2, so I just picked them both.
That's how I felt, yeah.
Yeah. What about your favorite? What's your favorite game we played?
Favorite games? Well, I mean, we played it 16 times, so I obviously like it a little bit. Lost Ruins of Arnak, just love how quick the actions are, just boom, boom, boom. Games are always kind of close. I mean, even when they're not, I don't remember them, getting blown out of the water because I had so much fun in the experience of playing it. And getting on Board Game Arena, which has a really good selection of games and games you can.
It's a lot better than I remember.
Yeah, it's really like they've kicked it up a notch.
Yeah.
We're not really into, now that I live here with Nick, we're not playing as many remote games, but I'm starting to travel a bit more for work, and the ability to play remotely with Nick is so great. So Lost Ruins of Arnak has got to be the favorite game because we're playing it so much, and I love it.
Yeah, we used to always play remote. We used to play on Tabletopia, Tabletop Simulator, and not so much on Board Game Arena, but they definitely picked it up, like Vic said, and we are playing there now too. And that game in particular has a great implementation. Some games are a little rusty. They're still old. They feel old. Like Lost Cities doesn't feel as good. Lost Ruins does.
Yeah. So what about you? Favorite game?
I agree. We played 16 times.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to pick Lost Ruins of Arnak. It's singing. The game is just singing the whole time. The action's so good.
Expansion was so cool to add those abilities. I still haven't played all of the characters. I haven't tried them all out, so I always look forward to that next thing. And even if I played the same guy or person I've already played before, doesn't matter. Still fun.
We gotta play them all. So I can take it or leave it. Honestly, I like the game as it was. I like the game with the special people as well. So either way, that is the favorite game right now.
Lots of fun.
Best experience.
Favorite experience? Well, the Dice Tower Cruise. I think that's a favorite board game. We booked right away for the next year while we were on board. So I'm going to cheat by saying that and have that cover every game we played.
Wow.
But I'll say exclusive of the Dice Tower Cruise because Dice Tower Cruise is like an experience all on its own. If you haven't gone, I don't want to flex or brag about it, but we have so much fun. And we encourage anyone we know, if you like games, you like vacations, do both.
If you can, if you have the budget
if you have the budget, and I understand, this it's been a tough couple of years and economically, and I can understand if you can't, yet, but bucket list it. You got to do it once and try it out. And if you have a family or you have younger kids, I mean, these cruise ships have a lot, but I don't want to do an ad for the Dice Tower Cruise.
Right. You only live once, though, so think about it. If you can squeeze in the time to do it, it's
and who knows how long they'll be doing these conventions.
Exactly.
We really don't know what the lifespan of them will be, but within that Dice Tower Cruise experience, I don't want to lazily say every game we played. The really things that stood out to me was the Foundations of Rome game, that presence of the game, and we didn't back it, so it was expensive, and getting a chance to play it, see what it's all about, and kind of gauge if that game is for us was really cool. Bad Company, wow, I'm constantly looking it up. Is this one available yet? Where is it? I want it. And Good Critters, especially for experience, because we had everyone and we were having so much fun. And it was great to have Kim, Brian, Andrew, and Sam, and all of us just together in a big group. Because it's hard. People are doing different stuff on the ship. It's hard to have everyone brought together at one time. And to play a game like that, Good Critters, it was hilarious. It was so much fun. But exclusive of the Dice Tower Gaming, I will say My City has been so fun with Andrew and Sam, getting to play through that game. And while it's not the most exciting game, maybe I love tile placement and city building, though. And so that, for me, that mechanism shines. And Andrew and Sam, I mean, we have inside jokes with the game. We have a lot of fun playing My City. So I got to pick My City for favorite experience.
Nice. Yeah, I agree with the game itself. It's fine.
Yeah.
But just the last we have playing My City, it's a game that you can actually have conversations during it. Like a lot of games we play, it's hard to have a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
That way you can have it from start to finish because you're just drawing a card, picking a tile, placing it.
What about you? Favorite experience?
The cruise would have been an easy cop out for me. So I actually excluded the cruise. But Grid Critters, I don't really care about the game, but we had so much fun. So that was a great experience, good pick. And I actually did think about Foundation of Rome and Bad Company if I were going to pick something on the cruise. Despite us being in the conference room, which I don't enjoy as much as playing somewhere else,
Yeah.
I still would think those two games stood out. I think Foundation of Rome stood out because it was our first game too. We sat down, we're here, we made it, we're going to go ahead and play a game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so instead I picked New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Just rolling into that. We played so many games then, and we had a party, like a little party. It wasn't a huge thing. We had, 8-10 people, whatever it might have been, coming in and out. And we played through the whole night, and we woke up and we played more. It was really cool.
That was great, yeah.
So we played, and I wrote it down. We played Speechless as a party game, and Just One as a party game. I guess you can consider Ish, Detective Murder in Hong Kong-ish as a party game. It's not really. It's social deduction, so it has those elements. We played that. Shadows over Camelot, awesome. We played Wreck Raiders before everyone showed up. We woke up, we played Pandemic Season 0. We woke up and played Mistborn, House of War, I think it's called. House of War. And when everyone left, we played Caper Europe. So we played a ton of games there. It was just really cool. Just have breakfast and, after a long night of games and just continue gaming. I don't know, it was really fun. So, on to the next. That is games that have fallen, or a game that has fallen
off. Well, we just did a review about this game. It's a legacy game. It started off all right, but boy, did we ever want it to end. I think Nick agrees with me because I heard his thoughts during the review, and unfortunately, it has to be Aeon's End because of the way it ended for us. I can't think of any other game that would have fallen further than that one because I like cooperative. I like having a legacy game. I like working on things with Nick, cooperative, obviously I just said that, but I'm supposed to like those kind of games. And then I didn't, and it got worse and worse and more painful, and I thought, oh. So it has to be that one, unfortunately. What about you?
So I would pick that, except that I thought the whole time, I was like, the game didn't improve for me, so it kind of stayed there.
Yeah.
Which is really unfortunate. But my pick is going to be Alma Mater. Alma Mater didn't sing as much the last time we played it. And I scored that game an 8, and I think I have to drop it now a little bit. I feel like if I scored it again, it would be closer to a 7, because there's just so many games in that field. I like Coimbra so much better by the same designers, I think, the same company that has the same art and everything. Coimbra I'd much rather play than Alma Mater by a country mile at this point. So that thought for me, and I won't mention anything more about that. Because that's a negative. Everything is supposed to be positive. So, Fallen, we picked our Fallens. What do you got for improved? Last topic.
Improved. Most improved. Okay. So, this one's a tie for me because there's 2 reasons. Detective City of Angels, I wasn't fully understanding, like, when we're going into it, how is this going to work? And I was afraid of somebody messing up when they're being the... Chisel. I was skeptical. I'm like, oh, somebody's gonna make a mistake. This isn't gonna go okay. And
are you saying this game fell for you?
No, this is improved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is improved. So my first outlook was, I don't know about this one. I was skeptical, and I didn't know if it would be executed properly. But then I played it, and I was able to solve a case to my surprise. And, I win games, so it's not like, whoa. But believe me, I do. But no, I'm playing it, and then the more we're playing it, as Nick said, it's just been so fun to continue to play it. So I got to pick that one for most improved, but I also have to say A Feast for Odin. Because the very first time I played Feast for Odin, and I think a lot of people could say this about Feast for Odin, that the more they play it, the better they get at it, the more they're able to fill out their board. So by that very nature, it has to be in my most improved because, boy, the first time I played, I barely covered my map. I was thinking, why would you even buy a second map? Like, island, what? But now I'm getting it, I'm understanding and filling that thing up a lot more and getting more gratification out of the game.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I can see that for sure.
What about you?
I'm going to pick Super Motherload. It's one of those games you kind of put away, forget about it.
Yeah.
And when it comes back, you know what? I actually still like this game quite a bit.
That's true, yeah.
It has some deck building elements to it. It's pretty clever, and it's straightforward, too. So I like that one quite a bit. And I will say a sleeper one, actually, because I already kind of liked it. I liked it more, I think, because of Board Game Arena. That's Welcome To. Welcome To is a lot of fun. I mean, it climbed for me. Just playing on Board Game Arena, how clean it was executed.
Yeah.
It felt better. It felt like better.
It did,
It grew on me a little bit more than it already had.
Yeah.
Like, I already enjoyed it.
That's
now I kind of love it. So, that's another one I get better at every time. Now I'm, like, really good at it. It's to a point where I'm not sure, am I OP at this point? I don't know.
He's going to join the Welcome To circuit.
But yeah, there we go. That covers everything, Vic.
That's our quarterly review. Obviously, we're having so much fun playing games. We can't wait to get Andrew and Sam into our next quarterly review so they can share some of their experiences and their thoughts. And if you have been keeping track of any of your gaming experiences, share it with us in the comments. Let us know. We love to hear about games that you felt improved, games that you just won't play anymore, or even games you picked up in the last few months. Let us know. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more great board game content. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.